Hey Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, the views, subscribes, the comments, everything. I appreciate it all. We're going to go ahead and ring the bell. We're going to clear out this energy and then we'll see what the message the Spirit has for us this evening. Someone has a wake up call. Someone realizes that you maybe are not as replaceable as they thought that you were. Bottom of the deck, go the distance. Something about you, it's like you have that type of personality, or you're that type of person that will go, not just go the extra mile, but you are built to last. There's something about this person, somebody, they took a deep breath and they thought they could find you anywhere. They'll find you anywhere. But they're finding out that that's not the case. That they left one and went to another. And that doesn't necessarily mean they left the black and white and went to the colorful. It just meant that they couldn't find you anywhere. And yeah, it's like they are out there alone. They're out there alone to the sea trying to figure out what did they do, because they said that it was time for them to go. They felt like they were going to be blessed. Something about something they was thinking about. Maybe something that you had told them and they couldn't get it off their mind. Almost like, you know what, I'm feeling with this serendipity and this exchanging of gifts. Like you beat them to the punch. You told them, yeah, no, go ahead and do whatever you want, see whoever you want. I'm good. I'm so good. You can enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Hola, Marcia. But this person wanted you to be the one that they told, that they wanted themselves to be the one that they told you this. It's almost like you got to you got to break up with them before they got a chance to break up with you. I mean, it's like something about this whole situation. It's almost like getting that, somebody didn't feel like they got the last word. Hey, K Hyphy 214, how are you? But it's like with this person feels like this is like a never ending story. It's almost like they can't find the right one for them. But you know what? To be fair, this person has to look at themselves. It's them that's bringing the chaos. It's them that's bringing the conflict. They're the ones that want to be happy. They start off wanting to be so happy, but they're the ones that always burn the motherfucker down. They burn the shit down, nobody else. This is this is why this male is by himself, because he don't know how to just light a small fire. He like to light the whole thing on fire. What's the message? But this is a lesson for somebody because they thought, yeah, they happen to take some deep breaths. Like they feel like with this point, they feel like they gave away the winning lottery ticket to a bum on the street, you know? Whereas they feel like, I can't believe I just did this. Yes, because this person, they feel like, I was so close to having what I wanted, but it's almost like they can't get out of the fucking past. They can't they can't navigate those waters out of the past. They feel like they got to stay stuck. Yes. They feel like they have to stay stuck, and they feel like they're just going to be stuck or by themselves for the rest of their life because they don't know how to get out of their own way. They want they want it, but they can't get out of their own way. Almost like somebody, you know how somebody don't know when to shut up? They like to keep talking, you know? It's like this person, they like that. It's almost like they want to, it's like this person, they don't know when to shut up. They say that you have two ears and one mouth for a reason. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah. See, somebody wants to reach that land of milk and honey, but for whatever reason, they continue to refuse to listen to spirit. Spirit is guiding them, and it's almost like until this person can listen to what spirit has to say, they're never going to get what they want. This is what this person needs to realize, that the spirit is telling them there's a method to the madness, that somebody needs to start over, somebody needs to build themselves up. I don't know if it's their confidence, whatever it is, but and then they need to try and go and mend some type of relationship. But what they're presenting to the world is fake, and everybody knows it. That's why nobody wants to deal with them. They're not even being true to themselves, let alone being true to anybody else. That's why they are by themselves. And until that change comes, that spirit is urging this person to change, it's just going to be like this. This person really understands now that they are stuck between these two worlds. And until they complete this unfinished symphony, it's just going to be incomplete. Karma Karma is here right now, and it's calling and causing this person to have to be flexible. Everything can't be their way, especially if they want to be happy with this soulmate, happy with this, blessed with somebody who has this loyal heart. It's time for somebody to do the hard work. It's time for them to really think about what they're thinking whenever before they speak. But it's time for them to really do the hard work and clean themselves up, let alone trying to clean you up. Somebody's in a fork in the road and they want some place to call home. But you know what? Like I said, somebody don't know when to shut the fuck up. Like they got to keep making a point. Yes, you can't make this. Like they burn it all down trying to keep making a point, and then they want to sit back and wonder why they did that shit. Nobody knows. Not even that person. Not even that person. But yet this person still wants to believe that Treasure Island is out there. And it is out there. But somebody's got to be poised to understand that there's more to life than what they can only think about, which is, I feel like, a lot of themselves. Hey, Devery, how are you? Now, somebody finally had to come to the edge and look beyond themselves, and then as far as looking only out for themselves, they understand it's time for them to stop that type of behavior, because that's the type of behavior that makes people want to leave. When somebody is so self-serving, all they can think about is themselves. How is this going to benefit me? What about me? What about me? What about me? What about me? But the truth be told, this person just comes from a self-serving family. from a group of people that only care about themselves, only worry about themselves, only think about themselves, but yet have the nerve and the audacity to be offended if you don't think about them. Somebody's starting to get the message that it's time for them to work hard, to put in the work, to, to slow down, to look and think what they're doing. This is that time, especially right now, if they want peace in their life. Hey, Lamont. Yeah. It's like whenever you go by the book, that's whenever the magic happens. When you go by the book, because you're not cutting corners, you're not cutting anybody out, you're not cutting anybody down, you're not stepping on toes, you're not stabbing any backs, you're going by the book. Something about exchanging gifts and someone starting to be able to see something now. The brain is starting to wake up in certain sections. Over here, then over here, then up here, then back there, then up here. Certain sections are starting to wake up, and this person is starting to realize, yes, it is them that was bringing the conflict. And yes, that something about this time, this is divine timing, or time is up. Whatever they were thinking they were getting away with, they're not. Their time is up, especially if they want to be with her, whoever she is. Because she is definitely not going round and round and round in them same cycles. She knows what she wants, and she is not afraid to leave and go co-create with someone else that's ready. So this is what somebody had to imagine. Do they want that? Do they want to see somebody that they really want to be with being with someone else because they couldn't grow up? They're starting to get that message. They're starting to understand that, it's time for them to stop going round and round in the same cycle. It's time to jump out of that cycle and start a new life. A new life. Maybe even with someone that you couldn't see yourself co-creating with, because sometimes that's the best one. It's the one that we imagine ourselves to be with. That might be the one that gives us the most headache and the most heartbreak. But it's the one that we don't look at them for what they look like on the outside. We look at them for what they look like on the inside and determine if that's the best person to co-create. They thought that they could replace you. But all they did was replace peace with chaos and conflict. And everything that they thought that they had built up with you, and it's all gone. It's all burned to the ground. Somebody has to start over. Somebody has to begin again. And they're trying to begin without you. But they know that they want to come back to you because they feel that there's unfinished business between the two of you. They know that there is no place like home, but you're not going to keep going round and round in them same cycles with somebody who ain't really doing shit, promising shit, being about shit, only acting like a pile of shit. They know. They know that they have to change. They have to change. They can't expect you to change. You'll compromise, but they can't expect you to be the one to change, to be with them if they want to be with you. Anything else? Yes. Right now, somebody is experiencing karma. They feel like they're out there by themselves. They feel like they're just giving the farm away. They're giving, but they're not receiving. And that's something different than it was with you. With you, they received, but rarely gave. And now they're doing all the giving and receiving none of the receiving. Getting none of the receiving. Not getting shit. Bottom of the deck. Somebody feels all tied up. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to move forward, but they feel like restricted for some reason. Yeah, they don't know. They don't know how to move forward. They really do. This person, they feel empty on the inside. They're confused. They really are because I feel like this person spends a lot of time thinking about what the community wants, what people are going to say about them, how people are going to look at them, you know. Whereas this person really does need to give their heart to spirit. They really do. But yeah, somebody they're feeling discombobulated would be to say the least. We have Archangel Michael, we have the Angel of Balance, and we have Archangel Uriel right here. So I feel like there's some heavy hitters definitely here helping this person, you know, uh, fighting their battles, trying to guide this person in the way to go, the way to be balanced, the way to regain that balance, especially since this little relationship with you didn't work. This person never ever expected you to be the one that like held their heart, broke their heart, and they're really afraid of you. They thought that they was going to be able to capture your heart, and they would be able to do this and do that, and you would just be fine. But they didn't realize that it was going to be different. That you was going to make it so that they had to actually go through that door to spirit in order to be with you. That they had to elevate. They didn't think that you was going to make them elevate in order to be with you. They thought they could still be that same base level, subpar level person that everybody else allowed them to be. No, you're different. You're really different. It's like you use your brain. You see things. It's like you're not afraid to use your words. You don't care if they're cutting, just as long as they're the truth. Because you know that you're not trying to be mean, but you are going to be honest. But you have this person intimidated. You really do. You have someone intimidated. They see that you were on your path, on your journey, and there's nothing that they can do to keep up with you because this person is so lost and confused. They don't know what to do to even get started. They don't know where to get on the train, where to get off the train. They don't even know how to get to the train. And it's like this whole relationship has this person like confused. This is not the way that they normally act. They normally do. They normally don't give two shits about, oh, it didn't work out. Oh, well. Oh, well. But something about this relationship is totally different. They feel like you are their perfect match, the yin to their yang. And for whatever reason, they cannot let you go. They feel this attachment to you. They cannot let you go. They don't even want to let you go. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? But you know what? They wanted to play a game with you. They wanted to be the first one to let you go so that you feel like you have to run up after them. But something about this goddess of the moon energy, that's not how the shit worked out. Yeah, this person, they thought that they could get you to behave in a certain way, and they was going to have victory over you because they was going to have control over your heart because of some magic spell or some whatever that they did. No, that shit is wrong. That shit is wrong. No, you flip switch changed on that motherfucker. You was like, ew, no, no, no. So it's like this person, they don't know what to do. They don't, they had the punchline, and all they could think about was the punchline. But whenever you hit them with a different joke, they was like, oh my gosh, like, what do I do? Hey, J Mike, how are you? Hey, Queen J, how are you? Yeah, so now this person is like, damn. Well, damn. They didn't know what you hit them with. Somebody was studying for a test, and they studied for this test, but at the last minute it was given this test. Yeah, because see, like somebody they didn't appreciate you and all that you've already been through. The fact that you had already went through all of these hard people playing with your heart, people playing with your mind, people playing with your emotions. They didn't appreciate none of that shit to think that you could even spot that shit and from a mile away and block that shit. See, this is somebody who was going to try and hold back, stuff that they should be telling you, and then trying to hold back their money, thinking that you was going to beg them, but they see, no, that shit ain't happening. This shit is not happening. You're balanced. This person, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to feel. They don't know how to act or react. And all they can think of is you was like, okay, well, all right, well, guess I'll see you later. Bye. Have a good day. You went on through that door of personal healing and happiness and was done because you already knew. You trusted in your intuition. You trusted in your foresight. You knew what somebody was trying to do. You'd already been through that. That's why it was easy for you to let this attachment go. Now that you let that attachment go, this person is watching you. And they see that you, the whole time, you saw what their little strategy was, their little game plan. Now this person got karma coming back on them, and all they sitting there thinking is, damn, I ain't even see this shit coming. You know what? And they just sat there and walked away from me. Damn. Somebody let their ego get in the way. That's too bad. That was too bad. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And the Page of Wands. I'm telling you, somebody thought they was getting ready to do something. They thought they was getting ready to do something that caused you to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you've done this to me. Shit. Mm-mm. Now this motherfucker feel like they need to apologize to you because you saw it coming from a mile away. You know, now this person understand why you got them on block. And to be honest, they feel like you getting ready. To be honest, they feel like you having conversation with somebody else that you gave your heart to. That's why they feel like it was so easy for you to be like, oh, what? Okay, well, I wasn't really even interested anyway. Plus, I got something else that I had already committed to, like earlier today. Even though I had told you I was going to do this shit with you like 3 weeks ago, I changed my mind. Yeah, somebody they realizing that they played themselves. They thought they played you. They would have been better off playing Uno or Yahtzee. Yeah. Now they want to be all like, oh my gosh, I can't sleep, I can't eat. See, because somebody they was trying it. They was trying it and they was trying you. They thought they was gonna be all slick and slide, like there was gonna be some little, they was gonna be able to get in there and just really, really do some dark magic on you. You wouldn't know what the fuck hit you. They didn't know that karma was right behind that ass. Karma was right behind that ass while they was sitting here doing all this. Here's karma. When they opened the door, karma was like, hey, what you doing? No, come on up in here. No, because I heard you messing with the door handle. I heard you trying to pick the lock. So this the door you wanted to be in. Get your ass on up in here. Now somebody want they don't want to do all that. Now they want to leave. Even though you done left them, and now they want to seek solace and they want to seek peace because you may have left them out in the cold. hmm Something about people watching this person. I think everybody's gonna be watching this person, like making some type of announcement or apology to you. Yes, because you called judgment on this person. You called judgment on this person like this person was trying to make you unstable. Yeah, like this person was trying to hurt your heart. No, that don't happen like that. Now this person feel like a fool for what they was trying to do. And they feel dumb because you saw exactly who they was, exactly what they was doing, and called their ass out. You called their ass out. You intuitively let them know you felt what this motherfucker was talking about, and you was like, "Oh, really? You talking about your friend, the one that you trying to hold to the back and think that I can't figure out your little cryptic message, yo, ugly ninja with a hard R? Come on now, yeah." This person they watching you win. They watching you work. They're watching you do something. Maybe this person is watching you online and it's something about what you're talking about, something about what you're posting, what you're communicating or whatever. It lets this person know that you are on to them, that you know what the hell they doing. And it's not impressive. See, this person thought they was going to have some type of power, some type of control over you, but they see that they didn't have shit. What they thought they was going to have, they see they didn't have nothing because you came and you flipped that switch and you said, all you got was the 7 of Pentacles, boo boo. Well, honey, I got 10. So you switched the shit all the way on them. They thought they was going to be able to overpower you like they have more than you. No, this person found out they had a lot less than you. A lot less than you. Now somebody want to try and plan something. Now they want to, like I said, somebody thought that they was going to be able to go and find a new boo in you somewhere else. But they finding out that, oh no, they can't find another one of you. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. They thought they was gonna be able to meet somebody else that did them right, that this and that. No, no, no. They finding out there is only one star, and that star has it's spelled with your name. Them same letters that spell your name, that's how that star's name is spelled. And it ain't Sheila or whoever that other whatever they went with, you know? And then another thing is too, the shit that you be telling this person, you don't have a problem stating your case, saying it how it needs to be said. You don't have a problem saying that. But see, it's like this person, they felt like I felt like you didn't know your worth. I feel like that's what it is. They felt like you did not know your worth. And I'm telling you, somebody thought that they could just come in and overpower you. They had this little ultimate plan with you. They thought they was gonna make you swoon, fall in love, just like whatever. It was like, nah, where they do that at? In 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade? What grade they do that at? Because I'm way past that shit. Yeah, this person is watching you. Watching you. And that it's not just them watching you, it's them and their goony goo goo old knucklehead friends that they was they got their friends involved, thinking that they was gonna set you up to do all this shit, and they was gonna sit back and watch you work hard for them and do this and do that and do this and do that. The police. You was like, no, So now this motherfucker sitting here looking up in the foolish, and stabbed himself in the back. Everybody see, you was trying to do this. Oh, your shit came out because you was trying to be all slick and sly. You thought you was going to do this. But now, karma done came. Now somebody, since karma done came, tap them on the shoulder, let them know they there. Now all of a sudden they want to go, to they don't want to have no war. They want to have peace. They just want to, let sleeping dogs lie. Let's be delivered. But yeah, because this person feel left out in the cold because they're the ones who have the broken heart, not you. They thought they was going to be able to fuck around with an earth angel. You can. But all you're going to do is get looked at in the cold. So then they went to go fuck around with this old knucklehead, only to find out that knucklehead was not just a knucklehead, but a knucklehead and a chicken head too. A knuckle chicken head. Now somebody don't know what to do. And we don't care. We don't care. Yep. This person, they didn't know how strong you were, how courageous you were. They didn't know that you would be like, oh, no, you did not. You better sit your ass down, and I mean sit. And they'd be like, yeah. Yeah, because you have no problems from defending yourself. Somebody thought they was getting ready to overcommit you, overburden you, give you this, give you that, have you doing this, have you doing that, doing all this extra shit. No. And then have you driving all over town. You let somebody know. No. Right phone number, but wrong person. I don't know what that shit was. Yeah, but this person, they are now confused. They thought that they had you pegged. They don't know shit about you. But they know one thing. That whatever they thought they was getting they're not getting it. But some other shit that they thought is coming in. The shit that they don't want. Somebody thought they had you pegged. Like, oh, I know this type of person. I could tell them this. I could get them to do that. I can get them to do this. I can get them to do that. They didn't know who you was. You was like, oh, not me. I'll pick and choose what I want to do. And I don't want to do that. So I'm not picking that shit. Yep. Now this person feel all sad and sorry and stupid, and with a broken heart. That's too damn bad. And now they don't know what to do with you because you like, well, I'm leaving. See ya. And yeah, because you saw how this person was, and that's when you made that judgment call. That person, they can't hide it if they wanted to. They cannot hide it if they wanted to, and they want to. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because you made a judgment call on that ass. Now that person is being enlightened that maybe they weren't as quick or they wasn't as sly or they wasn't as slick or they wasn't as cute as they thought they was. That you saw what they had in that cup and you said, I'm good. I don't want that shit. That shit smell fishy. Mm-hmm. What else, Spirit? Oh yeah, y'all. I forgot. Before I forget, next week we are having a contest. We have 5 spots for a VIP private link party. The Sweet Spot and the team members are throwing, and it's so easy to enter. You just have to be a subscriber for Sweet Spot e-magazine at least 5 days or longer. There's going to be a question that's put in the chat. You just have to answer the chat. You have to like the video. And let me see. And then if you're chosen, then go ahead and reach out to Red Violet to give her your email address so we know your email address and that if you're RSVP. Okay. But it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get a little wild. No, not a little wild. We're going to get a lot wild. So J Mike's going to be there. Red Violet's going to be there. I'm going to be there. And then 5 of y'all are going to be there. And we get ready to kick it. All right. Yeah. So see, somebody, they thought that they had you fooled. They didn't have you fooled. You've been down that road before. You already had to take care of yourself. You already had to protect yourself. You've been there before. Done it. But this person, they thought that they was gonna get you up on some type of little trick or something like that. Mm-mm. You spotted that shit right up. Like they was gonna come, like they was acting like, they was trying to be, like they was trying to act like y'all was in a relationship or something. It was like, no, you pouring your cup out. This person could have had a drinking problem. I feel like this person had a drinking problem. Like what they drank a lot. I feel like that person drank a lot. And that's the truth. That person drinks a lot. You wouldn't have been happy. Would not have been happy. Telling you, can't make this up. Spirit said, trust me, you would have blocked this person and ended it quickly. You would have felt the need to move, to relocate, to block this person or something, and this shit would have been over. Because that motherfucker, you would have had that person out in the cold and trying to defend yourself against that person because that person drinks a lot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Just like a fish. Somebody was a fish. Drank like a fish. And maybe that's part of the problem. Somebody drinks like a fish. Yep. But I'll tell you one thing, somebody's looking at you, they want to talk to you so bad. Oh, Bruce Lee. They want to tell you that they love you, they sorry, they miss you, they want to say something. They do. God is talking to them. I feel like they having that Holy Ghost conviction. They know that you the gift. They know they couldn't replace you. They know this. They thought that they could replace you. They can't replace you. They know that you are irreplaceable, baby. Everything that they thought that they was getting, they see that they play themselves. You are irreplaceable. So, Sometimes people think sometimes I don't know why people do this. They will sit there and look at you, size you up by how you look on the outside, and think they got you pegged on how they should treat you. Only for them to find out that no, they was like completely wrong. They was misguided in who you were. They like completely did not see who you were, and they fucked around starting some shit with the wrong one, with the one who was loving, only to find out that that's also the one that came in and kicked everybody else's ass, but with a smile on their face though. We don't do nothing grumpy around here. Nothing. So yeah, this person they because it's like from the past, they used to be able to look somebody up and size them up and think, yeah, I know this and for the most part they were right. For the most part they were right. For the most part they had sized people up and they was like, yeah, I got more than what you got, so I feel I'm powerful. But this time they was wrong. This time they was dead wrong. They didn't have shit right. It's like they little senses, they little spidey senses was like they was on vacation or something. Yeah, they ain't have shit right about you. Not a damn thing. Cause here you came. And they thought they could give you anything, but you saw how this person was acting, and you said, I'm gonna show you what I got for you. Here's my ass to kiss. Goodbye. You know? This person, they like I said, they thought, oh, you can be replaced. Like they was gonna replace you. Mm-mm. That shit didn't happen. Still ain't happen. Still ain't happening. But what is happening is that Wheel of Fortune is now turning out of their favor. That is what's happening. Because see, somebody it's almost like they try to harm you, which was the wrong thing to do. They you know what? This person didn't believe that you was as psychic as you were. This person did not believe it. They believe in this shit now. They are believing this shit now because if you told them, yeah, confirmation, I read tarot or I do this or I'm a psychic or I'm clairvoyant or clairaudient or clair whatever, they thought, yeah, okay, whatever. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. They thought that person ain't. But now they find out, you know what you're talking about. I'll put some money on it. You know what you're talking about. Okay? Trust and believe. This person know that the ancestors is with you. That's how you knew to just leave their ass the fuck alone. That's how you knew that these two was trying to fuck around. That's how you knew let that motherfucker find out the hard way. And that's exactly what you did. You let that motherfucker find out the hard way. See, somebody thought they was playing running game, playing tricks on you. They was gonna be able to whoop the whoop the whoop. You let somebody know in no uncertain terms. Number one, boo, you can't get nothing without me. That's clear. That's clear and apparent. Number two, you can try, you can do whatever you want, but no, mm-mm. Somebody didn't believe you. Somebody didn't believe you. Somebody that was supposed to have been in a relationship with you and a couple with you did not believe that you was an earth angel. Did not believe that what you were so spiritually protected. Did not believe that you pray all the time. This is you in your natural state of prayer. That's why. That's why you don't have to come up after nobody. You don't really have to do nothing. But like I said, somebody thought they was gonna do something to you, trying to be sneaky, trying to hold something back, do something to you, but all they did was get themselves caught up. Now they are in spiritual jail. And they have to atone for this. And that atonement is they have to admit to you and they have to admit to they messed up. There's nobody that they can replace you with. What's the message? Yeah, somebody thinks that somebody, it's like they're trying to be sneaky with it. Oh, someone's trying to be sneaky with this person, but you know what? I feel like God is sitting there watching this person, and that's like making it so that this person can't even come next to you, can't come near you, can't come by you, can't do none of that, none of it, because they still trying to work things out with this person. Mm. Oh well, what's the message? Hmm. Yeah, this person, they feel like a fool. They're looking like a fool too. That's what everybody's saying, especially because they thought that they was going to be sitting on their throne, but they're finding out that they don't have it like that. You ain't got it like that, partner. When somebody realized they thought that they was the Mac, only to find out, no, you're not the Mac. You might wear Mac makeup, but you're not the Mac. That's about it. Bottom of the deck. Some type of communication is coming in quickly. Some good news. Some good news. Oh, about you. Somebody's coming in. They're hearing some really good news about you, and this person is kind of upset because they should have used their logic. Yes, they're like, damn it, I should have stayed with her. I should have stayed with her. Fuck. Only to find out that you left and went back to somebody from the past. Oh, this is getting good. Honey, that this is somebody who maybe in the past caused some burdens, or you know what? Yeah, no. They seeing that you went with somebody in the past and that you leaving their ass alone because of the strife and the trouble that you was trying to cause them. And now they starting to really think about that shit. How they messed themselves up. Hey, 007 Maniac, how are you? They messed themselves up. Not you. Yeah. Because you said, I'm good on this. I'm good on whatever you got, Daddy. I'm good. Because you saw that this person was going to bring nothing but hardship your way. And plus, you was listening to Spirit, and Spirit said to choose wisely. So you did. You did. You chose very wisely. You said, I'm going to go ahead and get up in my bag with the sun and prosperity. I'm gonna get this money. Okay? Mm. That's why somebody realizes, damn, I messed up. Especially after you say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this money. Because once you get that motherfucker, it's not going to stop. I'm telling you, you inspired and you balance at the same time. You doing the damn thing. You are doing the damn thing. This is you in your power, being in your earth angelness, being inspired to do what God wants you to do. Yes, this is what you agreed to do back in the day. Let me tell you something. This is that couple. This is that couple, from back in the day that you and so and so from back in the day got together. And now somebody else is experiencing that loss, but that's karma. That's what they get. That's what they get. Can't get right, you will get left. That's for sure. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Yes. Because, see, somebody's thinking about, how they had the opportunity in the past to heal with you, to go with you. But they said, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Instead of them, like they could have took that step. They could have took that step to heal. What's the message? What's the message? Ooh. Okay. Well, somebody now has clarity after a time out, a time to think, a time of pause. You know, something about this is too much. Somebody deceived them whenever it came to them working with somebody about some money. Somebody deceived them whenever they was talking about some type of investment. Okay, but it wasn't an investment at all. You know, it was this was and somebody that's like they didn't listen to spirit when spirit was telling them about this conflict. They went in. They went in and said, "No, everything's going to be okay," but they wasn't listening to spirit. That's why, everything came to an end. All their hard work, everything that they had built up, everything they had saved for, all that came to an end. Somebody had this Queen of Cups had told them to be careful, had told them, don't do this, be careful with these choices. But somebody they went forward foolishly with and wildly, and now they feel like a fool for going fast without really thinking, and they have nothing to show for it. Everything is done, everything is over, and this is about has to do with their stability, and this is the truth. Somebody's finding out the truth the hard way. Yep. Yep, because they didn't listen to their intuition when their intuition was telling them somebody was not being honest. There's the Eight of Swords with the moon. They wasn't listening when their intuition said someone is not being honest. hmm So now somebody's trying so hard to hold on to, their whole stability, the money, the this and the other, because somebody thought that this new love was going to be the one, and this is just the one who brought them the pain. You know, there's something about some messages coming through that's going to be cause for celebration because these people are going to be working together. And this is the truth. These people are getting ready to create something out of nothing. Yes. But like something about their money problem, somebody's having some money problems, but they need to talk about it. They need to express what's going on, but not to be demanding, but be very diplomatic about it. Because this plan, um this can work. This is worth exploring. This is something that's worth doing. This is something that's going to create this partnership, even though there's fear about this partnership. But still, somebody needs to open up their eyes. They need to open up their eyes. They need to remove the blindfold, and they need to make a sound decision. What else, Spirit? What else? Yeah, I feel like somebody's like taking one last look over their shoulder and leaving the past behind. Something about this Emperor in reverse, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So I'm telling you, this Emperor in reverse. It's just so funny. There's the high priestess. This is the message card that's sideways, and behind it is the tower card. This emperor in reverse is so pissed off because you were the one who had the courage to speak up first, to say that, you're just going to do you. You don't really want to be bothered. You didn't want to say you don't really want to be bothered, but you just said, I'm just going to do me, blah, 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 blah. So this person is upset because you told them the message first and they wanted to be able to want to tell you the message. And so now this person is like in this tower moment, and they're like really upset, but they don't know what to do. It's like they don't know what to do. But I'm telling you, they feel like they want to kind of get you back. Not get you back as in, oh, I messed up, I think we need to be together. No, not like that kind. Get you back as in revenge. They want to try and get you, oh, put your defenses down. Oh, let me take you out, let me do this, let me do that. So that they can think that you're falling for them, and then they say, I never want to be with you again. Can't make this up. Can't make that up. They want you to put your defenses down so that they're the ones that tell you, I don't want to be with you. I'm telling you, you cannot make this up. You can't make it up. They want to be the one to tell you that they're through with you to cause you pain. But see, you hurried up and you did it to them. That's why they don't think it's fair. Oh, poor little Tink Tink. Him got him feelings hurt. Who hurt Tink Tink feelings? Tink Tink, come to the front. Don't you worry. J Mike's gonna lock that door. We gonna lay hands on you, Tink Tink. Right. Mm-mm. Yes, I'm telling you. Tink Tink is Tink Tink really is afraid of you. And don't want to let this go. This is the Four of Swords in reverse. They do not want to let that go. So Spirit said, move cautiously and be independent. Don't get with this person. Be independent. That person's going to try and act like they trying to be nurturing, but use your discernment. Use your discernment because they want to be able to, they know that you're the star, but they want to be able to come and tennis you, be able to want to break your heart. So they're just right now fantasizing. They're trying to think, how can I get this person back? How can I get back in their good graces so that they can create some type of loss for you? You see what I'm saying? That person is what you call stupid, dumb, young, and immature. That's what that is. That's all that shit is. We're gonna pull some from the stack. We haven't pulled any from the stack in a while. Let's see what's going on with this knucklehead. We have not pulled any from the stack in a minute. I know one thing, you got a free spirit. That's one thing. A shout. Oh, see, they went through an ego death. And the thing is, you was always just showing grace, always just showing peace, See, this person, they pegged you. They picked you up and down. They felt like they had you pegged. Nah, research will help you from jumping off a cliff due to an illusion. They jumped off a cliff due to an illusion. You ain't had nobody pegged. You don't even know yourself, sir or ma'am, to let you think that you know somebody else. No. What's the message? What is the message? Something about somebody somebody's parent or some childhood drama and trauma. Maybe this person is still going through that shit. Yeah. This is like this says when they realized you had a whole kid you never talked about. This just means that they were embarrassed. Like they thought that they was doing all this sneaky shit only for you to find out. You know, they was trying to steal your gift. You know, they thought that they could bully you, but they walked over. And now they got to limp back because you stood in your convictions. And then on top of that, you got a divine bodyguard around you. Somebody was trying to entice you. I told you. They trying to make it seem like they're good company now because they want to try and entice you. They think that you blind, deaf, and dumb. Confirmation, like you don't know no better. Like you wouldn't be able to see them as they was coming down the street. What's the message? Yeah. Something about you about to get married to somebody you have a soul contract with. And prosperity is going to come to you. You always surprise yourself when it comes to whatever you got to do, whatever you got to make it. You always surprise yourself because you know what, you are covered by God. You know, and you have to tell this person, stop blaming me for your own insecurities. I don't know. Maybe you had to call the police on this person because maybe they was giving you creep vibes. And you have to tell that person, take their negativity back. Take that shit back. And then you already knew that they was trying to set you up against this third wheel enemy. You was like, fuck all that. Take that childish bullshit on somewhere. Go on somewhere with that shit. Mm-hmm. With somebody with a Y, Z in their name. Somebody that, jealous sibling. Like I said, you took your power back. This was something that they was trying to do short term, or whatever they was trying to do, it was short term. It's only because they hate you because they ain't you. That's all that is. All because you love yourself. That's what that is. And whatever they was trying to do, that was not cool. That's why you get beauty and wealth, because you reside with spirit. Okay. And then you know that you better think, because your future depends on your wise choices. And whatever you do, you will always get your just due. Someone's receiving concern due to some message. Maybe they believe that they're being watched or we're not alone or something like that. That somebody's receiving some concern. What's the message? Hey, Red Violet. Are you? What's the message? Yep, somebody was in there. I've told you somebody was trying to control you. They was trying to control who you were, what you was, everything about you. They thought they were sizing you up like they can control you. But you said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna choose a new path. Yeah. Yep. Now this person is having nightmares because they feel like you're gonna tell everybody. You know, they feel like you're gonna tell everybody, and because they know everybody's gonna believe you because you uplift everyone. Yep, everyone. What else, Spirit? What else? What's the message, Spirit? Hey, Red Violet, Red Violet. I told them about the party on the 26th, the VIP party on the 26th. I told them about next week, the one question a day. If you can think of anything else, put it in the chat. Yeah, somebody was trying to do something, but there's too much evidence against them. But people could see what they were trying to do. They was like, oh, okay, I see. Mm-hmm. Yes, and then on top of that, your skills are improving, which is why somebody could have been trying to get you fired. So, yeah, okay. I think that's it. Yep, I think that's it. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to close it down right now. Let Sasha in the house. Grab me something to eat. And I don't know, it's 6 o'clock. I might be on later on. I'm not really sure. Just depends on how tired my body is after I eat. All right, y'all. I love you all so very much. Thank you so very much for hanging out. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye now.